Welcome back, everyone, to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really getting into something special. Romanee Conti.
Mm-hmm.
See, a name that just resonates. Profound elegance, complexity, extreme rarity. People call it the Rolls-Royce of wine, the holy grail of Pinot Noir.
Those names definitely stick.
And the prices are just staggering.
Mm-hmm.
$15,000 up to $50,000, sometimes even more for a single bottle.
Yeah.
So our mission today is to unpack why. What makes it command that kind of status?
Exactly. It's not just what it is, but understanding the whole picture behind it. What's fascinating here is the precision involved.
Okay.
So geographically, just to set the scene, we're in France,
Yeah,
Burgundy,
classic region.
specifically the Côte de Nuit area,
Yeah.
within the Vosne-Romanée village or appellation.
Hmm.
And then we zoom right into this one tiny vineyard, Romanee Conti Grand Cru.
And that vineyard, its location, that really brings us to terroir, doesn't it? Yeah. That whole concept seems absolutely central here.
It really is. Terroir is everything in Burgundy, but perhaps nowhere more so than here.
Yeah, our research really points to that. The soil, for instance, is described as this, perfect blend, limestone and clay.
Ideal for Pinot Noir. That combination gives you great structure, but also finesse.
And it has excellent drainage, right?
Yeah.
Plus this mineral balance that actually stresses the vines a bit.
Yeah, it sounds counterintuitive, but that stress makes the vines work harder, send roots down deep for water and nutrients.
Which concentrates the flavors in the grapes.
Exactly. Enhances the quality, the complexity. Then you've got the climate. It's continental, cold winters, warm, dry summers. But it's more than that.
A microclimate.
Precisely. It's kind of sheltered by hills nearby. You get these temperature swings, morning fog sometimes.
Mhm.
It all helps keep the acidity bright and protects those delicate aromas.
And the slope. I read it's mid-slope, facing southeast.
Perfect positioning. Gets the best of the morning and afternoon sun, but not too harsh.
Yeah.
And good water runoff, too. It's like
Mm.
nature just nailed it.
Almost engineered, yeah. So that's the terroir. What about the vineyard itself? You said it's tiny.
Oh, incredibly tiny. Just 1.81 hectares. That's roughly, what, 4.5 acres?
Wow.
Which makes it one of the smallest Grand Cru monopoles.
Okay, so Grand Cru, that's the top quality level for vineyards there, right? And monopole means...
Means one single owner. The entire vineyard is owned exclusively by Domaine de la Romanée Conti, the DRC.
Ah, okay.
And it's planted entirely with Pinot Noir. That single ownership, that monopole status, gives them just absolute control over everything.
That must be a huge factor. And I saw mentions of really old vines and specific farming methods.
Absolutely key. Here's where it gets really interesting. Many of the vines are old, like 50 to 100 years old.
Seriously.
That old.
Yeah. And old vines naturally produce much less fruit, very low yields.
Fewer grapes, but more concentrated.
Immensely concentrated,
Yeah.
packed with flavor, complexity. Plus, their farming is, well, meticulous doesn't quite cover it. They practice biodynamics.
Right, that holistic sort of ecological approach. Exactly. Focused on balance, natural rhythms. Everything is harvested by hand, of course. And the sorting, the selection of grapes is incredibly rigorous. Only the absolute best make it in.
Okay, so you have this unique terroir, the tiny plot, the single owner, ancient vines, super low yields, biodynamics. It all sounds intense. How does this translate into the wine itself? What's it actually like?
Well, all those elements come together to create something really quite profound. It's known for elegance, these incredible aromatics, layers of nuance.
What kind of aromas?
You often hear descriptions like red cherry, rose petals, violets, but also deeper notes like truffle, forest floor, subtle spice. It evolves so much in the glass and even more in the bottle.
And the taste.
On the palate, it's typically described as having the silky texture, but with real intensity. It's structured, powerful, yet somehow completely refined, and the finish just goes on and on.
And it ages for decades.
Right. Oh, easily. It's famous for its longevity, but again, remember the scale. With that tiny vineyard and those low yields, they only make maybe 5,000 to 6,000 bottles a year for the entire world.
Just incredible. So summing up our deep dive then, Romanee Conti really is this crown jewel. It seems to be born from this amazing, intricate dance between the unique terroir, those ancient vines, incredibly precise farming, and, well, just sheer rarity.
Yeah, if you connect all those dots, you see how every single tiny detail, the soil, the vine age, how they farm it, it all funnels into this one singular wine that everyone wants.
Right.
It does make you think, though, this kind of pursuit. It raises an interesting question, doesn't it?
How so?
Well, what does it really tell us, about human nature, that we value and pursue things of such extreme scarcity and, let's call it, perfection? What deeper insights might we gain from chasing something so exclusive, so exceptional? Something to ponder, maybe?